All right, cool. So why don't you tell us about, let's start with G-Class Customs, right? So what made you get into the fashion industry in the first place?
I started like about 12 years ago. I started with H&M. I was a visual merchandiser, so that's where I started from. But a lot of my friends told me that I used to do stuff when I was younger. I don't remember a lot of stuff, but from what they tell me is like I used to like cut everything because, you know, I'm colorful. I'm from the islands, so everything was colorful. I used to cut everything, put patches on stuff. I didn't even know I used to do that, but when they started telling me, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't remember it, but
I mean, they liked it enough to
yeah,
remember.
to remember it. So I was like, okay.
All right. And that when was that? Like what year?
I was like 8, 9, 10, young,
Oh, wow, okay.
young.
And then when did you start with H&M?
I started when I was 21.
Okay. And you did that for how long?
3 years.
Okay. Did you go to school for like design? Or
No,
like...
I actually went for business.
Oh, okay. Well,
I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I started with business. But then I transferred in my first year and I went to being I graduated with my computer networking. So I was always into computers and stuff like that. So I continued doing graphic design.
Okay.
On shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with a business major.
Exactly. Exactly. I should have went back and finished with business, but I love computers too. So I end up, graduating with my computer networking. So I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. And
that translate well into fashion?
Yeah, basically, because being a graphic designer, that's why I started doing my shirts and stuff. I took one class, and from there, I liked it.
Okay. All right, nice. So then now, when at what point did you decide to leave H&M? And when you left H&M, did you design G-Class, or like how did that?
No, that was
go?
actually just my store name. I went into Glitter and Rhinestone. I had my daughter when I was 25.
Okay.
So that's when it really started, 10 years ago.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And how was that transition, basically, to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah. Well, being a mom, like I started making stuff for her, and that's the way it went. Yeah. I actually made I think it was my baby shower. I did because I always like decorate. I was always a decorator, so I did like a dress, and I had it hanging over my cake for the baby shower, and then you know how they do it before and after. It was like hanging, and then I had her, and then I had her in the dress.
Right.
So it was like a before and after, and everybody was like, "Shala, why don't you start making clothes?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." Nice. Well, okay. Well, and that's where it really came from.
Oh, okay. So now, what role does your daughter play in
she's a model.
Okay.
And she models my clothes. So every time I make something, she's like a walk-in mannequin. So every time I do make stuff for her, like every birthday I have to make an outfit for her. It's just that's a must. She's like, "Mommy, I'm ready for you to make my outfit." I'm like, "Okay," and I make her every year. I make a birthday outfit for her. Yes.
Yeah, she's a professional.
Yeah,
to say the
she
least.
doesn't play.
Yeah. So is there like a kid size and then an adult size for all the fashion that you come out with?
Sometimes I do a mommy and me or daddy and me. Okay. Like some people ask. It depends on it's just custom. Like that's where the custom come from. Like if anybody asks me, I'll just make it.
Yeah, you messing up, yo. Like there's gonna be people who watch this show like, "See, mom, she making my clothes. She making her clothes for her daughter. Like, can I get a dress for next week?"
My daughter's my inspiration. So I a lot of times if I do post something with her outfit, I get 5 orders after that, 5 to 10 orders after that. So I don't like to make the same outfit, so I will tweak it a little bit just because I don't want nobody to be like my baby.
Right.
Gotcha. She's special.
So. Most of my sauces.
Yes, exactly. So she's like, "Mommy, that's like mine. Yeah. No, do something else." And sometimes she gave me even ideas too. So, and she's turned into me because she does she cut up clothes. She make her own little stuff now. She make her doll clothes. I think when she was 3, she made a dress out of a Doritos bag.
That's fire.
Yeah, and I posted it. And everybody was messaging me she made that dress out of a Doritos bag. Yeah. Charlotte, she's only 3. I'm like, yeah. Wow. And when I have scraps and stuff, she go and makes doll clothes. I'm like, "You don't want to do that?" She's like, "No, I'm gonna leave that to you." Yeah. But then now I see her do it, so it's all right. I just sit back and I watch. Sometimes it just brings me to teary eyes because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, she's just like me." Yeah. And she's an artist. I paint too, so a lot of times she paints too. But she's amazing. She's an amazing kid.
Wow. All in the footsteps. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, she's gonna be me soon. And it's funny because my last fashion show, I had her as a host. Yeah. And she did a very good job. I'm like, "You gonna replace me."
So what fashion show was that? Tell us about it.
It was at my old job, which is the Hilton Hotel. It was on the 30th. He was one of my designers.
Oh, okay. So Obi-Wan, why don't you tell us, exactly what you do?
Well, I do a little bit of everything, but as far as being with Shala, I've been working on well, it's actually a friend of mine's. He had started the company Lab Creation Brand. Benny Boom, aka Benny Blanco, aka Top 5 Dead Alive, Seymour Ave. You know what I'm saying? Bronx, you already know. But he basically he been designing for a little while, and he brought me in maybe 6-7 months ago. He trusted me with his vision, so I just been pushing it, and it's been a big help. You know what I'm saying? Having Shala, she been dragging me along. You know what I'm saying? Really helping me out. So I'm just basically just getting my feet wet. But right now we're working on a project. It's gonna be different. It's gonna change the complexion of a lot of things. So look out for that Lab Creation Brand.
When are you doing that?
Well, we're working on a prototype right now, so the prototype should be out mid to late October, maybe earlier.
Okay.
But it's gonna be dope.
But he really did a good job at the fashion show. Like a lot of his stuff was like really good.
What got you into fashion though? Like, why was that? What your main one of the main directions that you went in is creatively?
Well, really, like I said, my man, he had asked me. So I'm more, I guess, of a social butterfly. I'm more communicative, I guess. So I'm basically just started out, helping out a friend. So.
What do you design the clothing or you promotion?
Promotion, I do. Sometimes I tweak the designs here and there. Basically, he gave me, full control of the vision. You know what I'm saying? So it's me and him. Okay. But I'm here, just helping out a friend. You know what I'm saying?
What did Lab Creations have showcased at your show?
We did like a different bevy of different categories of like shirts, graphic design shirts. This is one of the shirts that I have on now. It wasn't actually in the show. This is like one of the first few prototypes that I came up with.
Nice.
But yeah, the show was I just put a few pieces together, a little late minute kind of, real quick, little fast kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, it was
So